Hello, people of the internet. I'm Slarak Dragon, and welcome to Minecraft. As you might remember, I mentioned before that I was going to be doing a Minecraft adventure map. Well, this one is kind of its own mod pack. It's on the Feed the Beast launcher, and it's the pack called Running Red. It's a hardcore questing mod pack. I haven't seen many YouTubers doing videos of this one, so I figured I might as well give it a shot myself since it revolves around blood magic, and I like the magic mods in Minecraft. But, as you can see, I've already made my own world. It's in survival mode, so I won't be cheating, and if I die in it, I'm pretty sure I'm dead for good. So, let's get started. So how's everybody listening to this doing today? I hope you're all doing good. I'm doing okay. And as you can see, server currently has hardcore questing mode enabled, have 3 lives. Got a blood altar with a dagger of sacrifice, a bit of dirt with an oak sapling, and a chest with supplies in it, and a little island over there. But let's go to the questing book. There was an audio cue here, but I skipped over it by accident, so I'll read it myself. I am here today to tell you a story. This story is not like most stories. Most stories tell us the tale of someone creating a world from the lack of a world. This story is different. This story is about leaving the world, about death, about giving up one of the very things that means life itself to us. This story of letting the rivers run red with blood. Hope you guys all like my RP voice. Apparently I did it in my first Civ recording, and some people liked it, some people didn't. So, let's start. We got 3 different quests possible for us. Drowning lessons. I don't think this one's actually completed, so it has no quests. But there's Demolition Lovers and Our Lady of Sorrows. Since Our Lady of Sorrows is first, I'll do that one first, so let's read this one. We couldn't be perfect one last night, and we die like star-crossed lovers when we fight. And we can settle this affair if you would shed your yellow and take my hand. Find then we'll solve the mystery of laceration gravity, this riddle of revenge. Please understand it has to be this way. It's a little strange, and this whole questing thing is a bit strange because, like I said, it revolves around death, so expect some strangeness. But we have our first quest. Things are better if I stay. What happened? Who are you? The last thing you saw was the hospital. What is this place? It seems to remind you of something, but the memory is fading fast. You seem to remember cutting down the tree and turning it into planks, but these pieces of chopped wood are different. They are dry, dead. The only liquid you have right now is blood. Maybe that will help the chipped wood reinvigorate itself and turn into the planks you remember. So the quest Laceration Quality. We need to get 4 oakwood planks, and we'll get a full heart and a golden apple as the reward. We have the oak sapling here, and while I could wait for it to grow, you guys don't want to see just me waiting around for a sapling to grow, so I'll grow it. And if you notice, above the inventory bar and experience bar is the hunger. So you can see that some of those chicken legs, I guess, are highlighted yellow. That's the saturation effect, meaning that until they exhaust, I won't actually start losing hunger. But enough about that. Let's get these grown. Small tree, not bad considering the small platform. But we have our oak log, oak wood. And if we craft it, I'm guessing that's a broken texture, but it's chopped wood. It's from a mod called Tabula Rasa, I guess. And as the book said, we have to use blood to reinvigorate it. But with NEI, we can show just how to do that. If you press the U button on NEI, it'll show. So it requires 50 life points to turn 1 chopped wood into 1 oak wood plank. And 1 cut, which you can make with the dagger, with the sacrificial knife, right-clicking nearby, gives the blood altar 200 more blood. So this should be fairly quick. You can't actually put stacks of items onto the blood altar, which is kind of a shame. It might have been fixed in the 1.7 version of Blood Magic, because this mod pack is running on 1.6.4, so there might be some outdated things, but we can now manually detect and claim our reward. So we got 4 normal golden apples, which we will just put away for now. We already have 16. And we got 1 full heart, which grants us an extra life. Not sure if that's going to be of any use to us, considering what I remember when I test played this map. But we unlocked a new quest, and the progression seems to, like, web inwards instead of unlocking both sides. String for a noose. The cuts sting. It's odd, though. The only thing you can feel is pain. At least it's a sign you're still alive, you think. Regardless, maybe we can create some string, like you remember doing. You wonder if your family knows what happened. They'll come rescue from this place, right? You remember that when you used the crook on a tree, you would sometimes find a tiny silkworm that when applied to the other leaves, will turn it into a large amount of string. Maybe you could turn the string into some sort of signal to reach your family. Crook or crook quest. So we have to first make a crook. To first make a crook, we gotta make the crafting table. Classic Minecraft. Next to punching a tree is making a crafting table. And we're gonna need some more wood for the crook, and if you are familiar with the Ex Nihilo, I believe mod it is that adds the crook, then you should know exactly how to make it. You need sticks. 4 sticks to be exact. So while we could have just stuck with 2 pieces of wood, I'm going to want 2 crooks, simply because they're not the most durable things, and we don't have the resources to make more. I mean, we could, of course, chop down the tree and plant saplings, but we want to get this done as quick as possible, because when I test played this map, as I've said before, I have test played it, it took a very stupidly long time for me to get a silkworm drop. I'm really hoping it doesn't take that long this time. And the rain can be heard. If the music or ambient sounds or any of that is... Wow, we got the silkworm so quickly. But if the music or ambient sounds or any of that is too loud, then let me know, and I will fix it in future recordings. But as it stands, this is going to be a part of 6 separate recordings. Actually, I'm going to be doing 20-minute sessions, so after 20 minutes, I'll cut off for a bit and get me a drink probably, because I've had troubles with commentating and not getting a drink. And then I'll set another recording up, and it'll all be part of one big session. Do 6 sessions and go from there. We got the silkworm, as you might have noticed, and while we could cook up the silkworm for food in 2 different ways, we're instead going to right-click and place it on the leaves. And as you can see, that changed the leaves into infested leaves. And now it actually shows a progress meter with Walia, which is pretty cool. I think it's pronounced Walia. But it will slowly infest this leaf block, and it will provide it with string once it's braked at 100% with a crook. And it will also spread to these other leaf blocks, and it also has a fairly high chance of dropping more silkworms, which can be used for our benefit. So yeah, get this wood down because it doesn't need these logs to support the rest of the tree. And now we're waiting for the leaves to spread. Anyways, as I was saying earlier, I hope you're all doing okay. I am testing out Minecraft. It's a fairly popular game, and I enjoy it a lot. I don't really play vanilla ever anymore. I mean, honestly, the vanilla Minecraft has stagnated, and it's the modded community that's pretty much keeping it alive. And I'm going to be doing this little mod pack hardcore survival thing, and once it's exhausted, once it's run its course, excuse me, I plan on actually, hopefully, starting more of a story tutorial-based one, and as you can see, the infestation has spread, based playthrough on the Feed the Beast map, on the Feed the Beast pack, of course. Now, I'm not going to be using any of the popular ones, like Direwolf 20 pack, or any of those. I'm going to be doing on a specific one called Mage Quest. It's pretty heavily magic based. It's still an alpha right now though, so I'm not sure entirely when I'm going to actually get around to posting videos, but I believe Jaded Cat, who is a big person in the Minecraft modded community, is responsible for the Mage Quest pack, and I believe she said that she was going to be getting back to work on it soon. So hopefully that means it'll be out of alpha before too long, and when it's out of alpha, we can get playing it and do a fun map. And I'm sure some of you are curious about my skin and name. My name is Solrak Dragon, of course. Trying to remember. Nope. Don't want to screenshot. Don't want to do that. I'm trying to remember. There we go. Yep, this is my skin. I didn't really custom make this one. I sort of saw this skin that I liked. The colors were different, and, well, purple is one of my favorite colors, and magic is pretty purpley, so I changed the colors that weren't black and gray to purple and white, and made my guy's hair white, because he is pretty much my go-to character for when I'm creating games. A white-haired mage named Solrak, and lately I've just been shortening it to just be Sol. And you can expect that if I can manage to record Dragon Age Inquisition, you can expect the Inquisitor to be a white-haired mage named Sol. So, you guys will have that looking forward to. Speaking of Dragon Age Inquisition, I still do not have the HDMI converter card, and I don't know when I'm going to be getting it. But, considering the fact that Dragon Age Inquisition is supposed to be such a giant game, I figure it might be best if I do a sort of a playthrough on my own before I even think about recording. That way I don't, like, get bogged down by going to useless places or getting lost or that kind of stuff. So, it's probably going to happen because I am getting it the day it comes out, and even if I did have the capture card, I wouldn't actually be recording it the very day it comes out, since it comes out, I believe, yeah, in 2 days. So on Monday it comes out, and I work on Mondays, so, I mean, I get off of work at like 1, so I could probably record a bit, but fact of the matter is, doesn't matter if I can record a bit, I can't afford to stay up late and record and miss work, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on that subject. You can expect it to happen sometime, if not... Oh, the crook or criminal, I forgot. It was, we had to make a crook, and then we unlocked the second quest, which was get a silkworm, and I sort of jumped the gun and put it on the tree, but we claimed this quest reward for 10 string and another 4 golden apples. And it unlocked another quest, Dirty Blood. The memories of everything before the hospital are fading fast. You wonder if you're in a coma or something similar. That could be an explanation. Despite that, you should still try to survive. We should turn the string into more dirt to grow more trees. A task where the player needs specific items. These do not have to be handed in, blah 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 blah. So it needs us to get 4 dirt. Well, I'm sure many of you are wondering, but Solrak Dragon, where are you gonna get dirt on an isolated island? Well, this precious altar will be our method of getting it. And how, you might ask? String. I'm just doing this to show you all, but Blood Altar with string provides dirt for 50 life points, so cut ourselves again. I'm not advocating cutting yourself, people. Don't cut yourself. If you feel you need to cut yourself, talk to somebody. That's is only, excuse me, in the sense of the game that I enjoy cutting myself for blood magic, because to be perfectly honest, blood magic is probably my favorite of most of all the magic mods. Thaumcraft used to hold that position, but then I really got invested in blood magic on a server I played on, and I don't know, it was just, I became invincible. I could summon a meteor from the skies and provide myself with loads of resources. Anyways, we're done with the quest, so we get the reward of a reward bag, half of a heart, and now we can choose between another reward bag or 4 golden apples. Considering we're pretty stacked when it comes to food, I'll choose another reward bag. Basic reward bag, so we get... Ooh. O plus rewards. I'm pretty sure this is some of the rarest, but we get a 4.9 chance to take 4.9% chance to get this reward, and we got 2 safari nets. One contains a heat scar spider, very dangerous creature, and one contains a wolf. I'm not sure if that's feral or not, and I'm not going to let it out until I have enough room to check. And the other bag gives us a floor. Fluid or life essence, I guess. I forgot to read the chances, but it's from thermal expansion. I'm guessing it's just an orb filled with blood. So we'll store those away, and I think I'll take the advice and place the dirt here, here, and plant another sapling. We'll have to expand our platform to encompass that, of course, but that should be pretty easily, actually, and in fact, while the leaves are continually being infested, I will get me some planks, and once I've got all these turned to planks, I will turn them into half slabs, because half slabs, in case you didn't know it, do not allow mobs to spawn. So considering that we have no torches or coal right now, forgot to cut myself, coal right now, because that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Well, that should be enough for all of these. But see, considering we have no sources of light right now, we will soon enough, though. It'd probably be best if we make any expansions out of half slabs, just so we don't die a horrible death. Let's store that half part and that. We're gonna need some food, actually, since I am getting a little peckish. I will take half a stack of apples. That seems like a good amount. And yeah, we do need to keep an eye on our hunger, because this mod revolves around blood. This mod pack revolves around blood magic, it seems, and the way you fuel blood magic is with your health. I mean, sure, there are some advanced methods that you can pretty much make a self-sufficient blood altar with a combination of witchery and blood magic. In fact, on the server I mentioned earlier, I pretty much had a endless supply of blood. I could use the divination sigil, or use the sigil, and I'm sure we'll get more about sigils later, that allows you to fly, and fly endlessly, because I had that much blood. Because, if you don't know it, the poppet shells from witchery act as chunk loaders, because you can place poppets on them that are bound to yourself, so that if such a situation happens to you, the poppet will activate. But they act as chunk loaders to allow that to happen. So what I did was make use of that fact, and I set a poppet shelf underneath my blood altar, which contained the ritual that would drain the life from mobs and feed the altar. And I used the mod of witches, since witches have a passive regeneration. I mean, yeah, that meant I couldn't go down and do maintenance on my altar, but once I had that all set up, I was pretty much self-sufficient with blood magic. So I like to think that I'm pretty adept with blood magic. I mean, if this was the real world, I wouldn't want to go out saying, oh yeah, I'm really good, I make good use of my blood. I can really use it in unique and cool ways. But, yeah, well, looks like all of our leaves are infested. So, let's start knocking them down and getting us some strength. We'll want to crouch, since when you're sneaking or crouching, or however you want to say it in Minecraft, you can't run yourself off of edges. And considering we're on a platform in the sky, it's made pretty much of edges, we really don't want to walk off it. But it's looking like I'm approaching a cut for this episode, so since I'm going to just do this around every cut now, I'm going to let you guys know, but I'm going to keep recording. But if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, well, there's going to be more coming, but leave me a like, a comment, or maybe even subscribe to my videos, because I think I make pretty good content. But until the next time, I will see you all later.